Hi, welcome to this vlog. I'm halfway through my TBR already. Yep, I'm pretty pumped. Like, I'm proud of myself. I have been in such a reading mood. I'm just like devouring books. Let's talk about what I've read. I think I'm gonna set you down. Let's see. Okay, hi. Wow, this angle. What? Okay, great. So what have I read so far? What I've read so far, They Never Learn. Whoo, yes, please. Oh, that book, please read it. It was phenomenal. 5, 6, 7 stars. Yes, please. That was such a good book. Okay, what did I like about it? Let's start with the first thing I liked about it. Girl power. That's all. That's really the best part. So Scarlett, she is a professor at a university, and she has every year picked certain men that has come to her attention. They're doing some shady, horrible shit to women, and she's taking care of business. She's taking care of business, and she's murdering these guys, and she's making it look like suicide. So this story obviously is going to involve her wanting to kill somebody, and I'm not going to tell you how it ends, obviously, because it's a thriller. There's some twists. There's pretty much like one major twist, and it's about, I think like chapter 30. That's phenomenal. I kind of saw it coming, but then part of it I kind of didn't. So I was really surprised by that, and I really liked it. The other timeline we're following is Miss Carly. She is a freshman at university, and she's very introvert, very unsocial. She has horrible social skills. She's constantly doubting herself. She's constantly unsure of who she is, what she wants to do, what she wants to say to people, what environment she wants to be in. And her roommate's kind of the opposite. She knows who she is, very comfortable in her skin, very extrovert. She's bisexual, and she loves men, she loves women, and so she's just like the complete opposite of Carly. And so we follow kind of Carly's coming to self in a thriller sort of way, and how like her and Scarlett's timelines intertwine. We see how that happens. That intertwine was pretty awesome, but I definitely give this one like 5 stars. My best friend read it. Oh, I'll take it. We listened to it on audio. We didn't physically read it. We listened to it. And I think I recommend words. I recommend listening to it. One, the people that narrated it, did a fantastic job. Plus, there's like, I want to say it, but I don't want to give up the book. There's a part in the book towards the end where listening to it, I wouldn't have gotten the same response reading it. So I do want the physical copy because I loved the book so much. And honestly, this is like one of the books, there's 2 books that I've tackled that made me really want to pick up the camera and just talk about them. I mean, it's booktube. Like, this whole point of why I started this book channel is I want to talk about them, and I'm freaking loving it. Some of these books. So They Never Learn, Lane Fargo. If I could give it 6 stars, they would have 6 stars. I loved it. I'm not a huge thriller person, but this has made me kind of be like, all right, I need to try some more of these. It's probably going to be the book that sets me on the path of thrillers. So super pumped about that book. Next book I read, let me think, what did I read next? Oh, okay. Oh my God, I read so many good books. Okay, I read Scarlett by Marissa Mayer. Okay, this is the 2nd book in the Lunar Chronicles. I said this in my TBR. I've said this when I did the last month's vlog when I bought the book, but I'll do it very fast. No, not fast. Maybe fast synopsis of what it is. Scarlett following what? We're following Scarlett as she tries to find her grandmother. Her grandmother has been taken. The police decide not to help her and think that the grandmother left on her own terms. So she's like, oh, hell no. My grandmother does not just leave. Something happened. So she goes to find her grandmother. She does get like a little inkling that this other guy named Wolf, who's a street fighter, might know where her grandmother is. So she kind of enlists his help. There's a twist in this story. There's kind of a twist. So far, there was a twist in Cinder. I'm sure there's going to be a twist in Cress, but they're kind of like fairy tale retelling twists. So you kind of know where the story's going. You know kind of what the characters are. Their personalities are going to develop as, because they are following the fairy tales. However, I really like what they did with Wolf's character. I really like Scarlet's character. I really liked this book, and I'm so excited to read Cress, the next one. Cress is very wintry looking, even though I know the 4th book is named Winter, but I'm going to be reading probably the next 2 next month. But it's a little hard to not pick up the next one. So if I finish all my books, I might treat myself to the next one. I don't know. But this was really great. I really enjoyed it. I actually gave this one 5 stars because I just read that through it so fast. I couldn't put it down. I loved it so much. I don't know, it feels good to read things that are easy to follow. Maybe this is why I'm really enjoying the YA fantasies books right now, because they're just not crazy complicated. And they're really easy to read, especially, you know, the mom who my brain has been fried lately, and it just can't be capable of thinking about advanced worlds and their crazy, you know, whatever court systems or whatever. So this is really nice. This is easing me into the world of fantasy again. So I really enjoyed this. I gave this one 5 stars, and I'm super excited for the next one. Sorry, I talked to the bookcase right there. Okay, next. What did I read next? I read Daughter of the Pirate King. F-bomb, yes. Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it. Wow, this is another 5 star. I didn't think about that. No wonder I wanted to talk about it. Oh my god, 5 stars. I loved it so much. This was great. This was great. Okay, let's talk about what it's about. First, I'm going to start with the blurb at the top, because you have to go into this book with this blurb in your mind, okay? In your mind. Readers should rejoice because we now have a Lady Jack Sparrow on our hands. Go into this book. If you haven't read it yet, you might have, because it's came out in 2017, and we all know I'm really behind the times. But if you haven't read it yet, or you want to reread it, go into it with the mental image of a female Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow's personality, he's very self-centered. He's very fabulous, you know, cocky, confident, likes to play mind games. Go into it with that character, but in a female form. But also go into the book with the world of Pirates of the Caribbean. Just create that, just bring that world up to your mind, put it in the book, because, and I say these 2 things because I did read some reviews after I read this that were pretty negative, and the biggest complaint people were saying was they couldn't stand the main character because she was so full of herself, more talk than say, although I don't agree with that, but whatever. And the other thing was there's really no world building. There's not really any world at all. The entire book is on a ship. It's just literally on this ship. So there's maybe a small portion of the book that's off the ship. Okay. So if you already have the world built in your head, you already know what the main character is going to be like. The book's fantastic. It's really good. Okay. So Alosa, she is the daughter of the Pirate King. And her family has this portion of a map that's going to take you to this famous island that all the sirens have collected all the gold and all the things all like the treasure they've collected and restored it on this island. And there's a map to this island because, I mean, come on, they're pirates. Of course there's a treasure map. Like, come on, of course. So their family has one portion. There's 2 other families that each have a portion. She knows there's a portion on this ship. And this ship is being captained by 2 brothers. And she purposely gets herself caught onto this ship so that she can hunt for this portion of the map. And it's pretty much just her searching the ship, playing the captive role, but also there's a little bit of a love interest going on between her and the younger brother, who's like the, what is it, the first mate? First mate? Sure, whatever. His name's Ryden. Excuse me. That was it's like a semi-slow burn. I mean, the book is not very big, so you can't slow burn so much, but it was like a good slow burn. I loved it. It was sweet. It was good. It was good. It wasn't like over the top. It wasn't like slap in your face romance, you know, and it wasn't like obsession either, which I really appreciate that. I really like that. I don't like when well, I do like, okay, let me eat my words for a minute. I do like certain types of the obsessive first, you know, first eye contact, fall in love sort of moments. I do like that, but I gotta be like, that's the book I'm picking up for that, you know? I wasn't picking this book up for that. And I was picking it up for the pirates. I was picking it up for Pirates of the Caribbean, and he gave that to me. I loved it so freaking much. So I highly recommend this. I give this 5 stars, and I'm so ready to get the next book. I just, you know, got to convince my husband that it's okay to buy more books. So I love this book. Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseler. Levenseler? You get it. You can see it. It's right here. Highly recommend this. Okay. That's it. Those are the books I finished so far. What am I reading now? I am reading, I just started We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal. Where am I? I'm like almost done with chapter 2, like page 21 or whatever. Okay. This is really world building. This is really detailed. I'm already gonna have to reread it. I'm just not absorbing it. Like, it's too much detail, too much description. But I'm hoping that's just for like the beginning, to get you kind of into the beginning. I'm hoping that it like eases up on the description soon. I hope, because my brain is tired. It's tired, okay? From being a mom and from like literally like I've been reading insanely. So I have another book that I'm reading that I haven't really mentioned. I don't know if I'm gonna mention it yet because I kind of think I want to do like a vlog just on the series of those books, but that's another book that I'm reading, and that's like on my Nook on my phone. So my brain is tired. So the detail world building is lovely. It's beautiful. I'm like, maybe this was the wrong time to pick this book up. I don't know. I'm going to reread the beginning again and kind of see if I can find a good spot to like sit in my house, quiet and focus. But if it's a book that I really got to sit and focus on, I just don't know if I'm there yet for that. But, so that's where I am on this one. And then the other one I'm not in the middle of, I'm actually towards the end of, is Ready Player 2. So I really like it. However, it's, again, a lot. It's, okay, so in the first book, actually I have it. Why am I not showing it? Oops. Sorry, Artie. Sorry, girl. Okay, in the first book, Ready Player 1, we follow Wade Watts, and maybe that's not a great way to start it. a description. There's like so much I want to say. That's the hard thing about talking about books that you've read, because you're like, I want to say all the things, but I don't want to spoil it either. If you've watched the movie, you don't know the book, so don't worry about it. Read the book. It's different from the movie. The movie, don't worry about it. Like, read the book, okay? It's 10 times better. Also, listen to Wil Wheaton read the book, because that's even better. Like, 5 stars, Wil Wheaton reading it, 6 stars, okay? Wade Watts. He is one of many, many people who play this video game called The Oasis. And that's a virtual reality world where there is a creator who passes away and announces that he has hidden an Easter egg. And Wade Watts and many other millions of people called Gunter are hunting these Easter eggs. And there's like a riddle clue that you're given in the beginning in the first initial video that James Halliday, the creator, sends out to everyone that will lead you to the first clue. So you got to find these keys to open gates, and there's 3 gates. Once the gates open, you find the Easter egg, you get all of his billions of dollars and full control of the Oasis. So with all these Gunters trying to find it, we follow our main character as he finds the first clue and continues on his quest to find all the keys and open all the gates. He has like friends that help him. He has other people that help him that work together. They kind of work together, but kind of don't. Obviously, I don't know. Just read it, okay? Great book. But Ready Player 2 follows after this book. Now, I feel like the story of this is the same as the story of Ready Player 2. Like, I'm kind of disappointed in Ernest Cline, because he kind of just did the same shit. Like, it's the same shit, but in a different format with a little bit higher stakes, maybe. Maybe that's like the only thing that's different. I'm a little disappointed that it's very similar to Ready Player 1. I wish he had kind of branched out and tried something that's just a little bit different. Now, I listened to another, I'm just gonna lean here. I listened to another audiobook, but it's been so long that I think I'm gonna have to re-listen, by Ernest Cline, called Armada. Yeah, I think it's Armada. It's different, and I really liked that one. And I kind of wish that he had maybe continued just putting out more, like doing a Ready Player 1, like standalones, like did more standalones rather than making this into like a duology, you know? Like, Ernest, bro, like, you did good with Armada, you did good with Ready Player 1. Why just keep doing that? Just keep doing that, okay? All right, so that's my thoughts on that. So I think I have, like, I want to say like 25% more to go, and then I'll fill you guys in on that one. But it's okay. It's all right. Wil Wheaton makes it entertaining, but at the same time, it's kind of dragging, and I do find myself drifting mentally out of the story and then be like, wait, what? And then at the same time, I haven't felt like I needed to re-listen to the parts I drifted, because that's, I don't know if that gives you any idea of how I feel about the story. So kind of a bummer. But I did read reviews ahead of time that were kind of warning me about that. And I had dragged my feet listening to it because I kind of had a feeling it was going to be like this. But you know what? I'm probably going to get the physical copy anyways, just because I just really like Ready Player 1. And I feel like having the 2 together would just satisfy my soul. So there's that. Oh, sorry, Z. Can't see him because he's like a see-through version. All right. Well, I'm hopefully aiming to finish Ready Player 2 by this weekend, so I can update you on that. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Okay, I just finished Ready Player 2, and I would like to give my thoughts. It's fresh in my head. I like literally just finished it and then turned on the camera, so maybe my emotions might change. But as I said before, this book is incredibly similar to Ready Player One storyline. So if you enjoy that storyline of Ready Player One with the game and challenges and solving things in like a virtual reality style, Ready Player 2 is going to be just as great as reading Ready Player 1. If you're looking for something different, maybe a different take on Ready Player 1, and you want to look for, like, you're hoping that it'll branch out to something different and unique, it's not going to do that. So Ready Player 2, like I said, follows the characters after Ready Player 1. And unfortunately, I can't talk too much about it, or else I really am going to spoil Ready Player 1. But I'll give kind of an idea. Ready Player 2, in the world of the Oasis, which is a virtual reality, there is a character, a NPC, that stands for non-player character. It becomes rogue. It goes rogue and becomes sort of an artificial intelligence. And it threatens the main character and his friend, his group of friends. And it threatens them, saying that if they do not find this new Easter egg in the game and deliver it to him, the prize, then billions of people will die. And by doing this, no, that's not the words I mean. The AI is able to do this and make this threat because in this new version of the Oasis, you can put on this gear that directly connects to your brain and immerses you into virtual reality, and he locks the user's abilities to log back out. Because this is directly connected to the brain, they can have brain damage if they're connected to this world too long. So he says if you don't find the new Easter egg in this book, by the time the recommended allotted time these people are connected to this virtual reality via the brain, then they pretty much can go into a coma or die, or they don't really know like the true effects because no one's really done it, but this is what the AI is threatening. So proceeds the story where they're going to try to find this new Easter egg. So in the first book, the end result, the prize, the reason why everyone's trying to find this Easter egg is because they want control of the Oasis, and they want James Halliday's, the creators, all his billions of dollars and all his everything, his inheritance. There we go, inheritance. The second one is more driven to, the plot's more driven to save people. So it's more of like these lives are threatened and they're trying to save everybody who the AI is threatening to kill. Okay, so that's really like the main difference, but the main way that these two plots are driven is through like, what is it? Like not games, like puzzles. The ending, like towards the end, I started to really get invested, and I was starting to like really pay attention, and I was getting kind of excited, and I was liking the ending. And then like the last chapter just, I don't know, I was just like disappointed in it. confused by it. Kind of felt weird. I'm like, are you setting up for another book, Ernest? Or are you not? I don't know. It feels weird. It was a weird ending. It didn't feel, I don't know, it didn't feel good. Anyway, overall, I'm really bummed to say, like, I want to be like 4 or 5 stars, but in my heart of hearts, I probably won't reread this book. You know what? That's a lie. I do want to read some like video game, like I want to do like a month of video game reads. My best friend actually recommended that and I love that idea. So I want to do that. I want to do a month of video game reads. I may reread it then. So I am planning on still getting the physical copy, but the story is like 3-star. The read by Wil Wheaton, again, he's a very good narrator. So I enjoy listening to him talk this book. And I really feel like his voice connects with the character Wade Watts. So it feels good since the story is written from the perspective of one character. So having the narrator sound and feel like that character really helps you immerse in the story. So I do really like the audiobook, and I probably, when I do my month read of video games, I'll probably physical read Ready Player One and listen to Ready Player Two, because I don't know if I want to read that. But I will get the physical copy because I do want the collection. All right, so moving on from that, I did pick up some new books that I wanted to just kind of throw in as like a mini haul. I feel like I've been doing that every month, and I want to kind of continue that just because there are things I am growing my little library. I don't want to grow it too fast, and I don't want to be, you know, very consumer and have 10 million books. But at the same time, I miss my old library and I really enjoyed having it. So I want to get back to that point. So I am starting to collect books. I do go to like thrifted book websites and stuff like that. The books that I have for this, pretty much all of them I got from Thrift Books, and then one of them I got from Target. So the first book I actually already talked about previously. I got Daughter of the Pirate King, which I gave 5 stars, and I'm actually narrating this book. I have been always wanting to do narrator, like side work, and I've always wanted to be a narrator, and by always I mean like for a really long time, like since childhood. And I only just recently started to like find the time to do that. And so just to practice and to give myself just kind of a book that I really enjoy, that I can easily read for long periods of time out loud, I chose this one. The next book I got from Thrift Books was The First Sister. I've seen this mentioned a few times on some of the booktubers I've been watching, and every time they talk about it, I'm always fascinated by the story. I really like the basis, and I'm kind of looking for more sci-fi themed books. I kind of want to delve into sci-fi. So I did get this one. To kind of do a light summary, I don't actually know a whole lot going into this. I'm going to kind of go into it not knowing too much, and I want that. So the only part I'm going to read on the synopsis to you is kind of the generalized bit, and that says, part high-flying space opera, part twisty, compelling drama, and part topical social commentary, The First Sister will grab you from page 1 and refuse to let go, lingering in your mind long after unexpected climax of its final chapters. I'm excited for it. There's another book. Is it a duology? You know what? I don't know. But I know there's another one after this, and I want to read that one too. So I grabbed this one. Like I said, I don't know much going into it. I just kind of hear people talking about bits and pieces, and it just sounds really interesting. So, and I wanted to go for sci-fi. So I grabbed this one. So the next book I got from Thrifted Books is The School for Good and Evil. It's the first one in the series. I got this one because I don't, again, know too much about it. I just know like the basis is that it's about a school where they teach people to either be a fairy tale hero or a fairy tale villain. I just also really love this cover. Like, look at this little castle. It's like a fairy tale castle, and then like an evil tower. I think it's so cool. I also really like it. I don't know if you can see, but the pages are like roughened. It's pretty awesome. I saw online that it said young adult, but it does say ages 8 to 12, which I thought was middle grade. So who cares? I mean, who cares? It's cute. And the story sounds, well, the idea of the story sounds great. So I'm excited to get this one. I don't know when I'll start it. I don't actually have any plans. I just picked it up because it sounded good. And then the last one I got from the Thrifted Books was, I got Graceling. This one's pretty beat up. It's got like yellowed pages, pending pages, but you know, everybody needs these in their library. It means it was loved. It was truly loved. Also, I think it was a, yeah, it's a library. Okay, so this one I had seen people talk about as well. It's about a young girl who is the niece of the king, and she has like a special gift where she can kill people really well. This is set in a world where everybody has one skill. It's like a grace, they call it, one skill, and it's magic driven. And in this world, this character, she's forced to work as like the king's assassin. And that's about all I know. So I'm gonna go into this one also not knowing super much. I just hear people talk about it, and whenever I see it or hear it or hear mention of it, I'm very intrigued. And again, Thrifted Books, they're very inexpensive, especially one this worn. You know, it was really only like, I think $3 and something cents. It's worth a try, you know. And if I really like it, I know that there's more after this. So if I really like it, then I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot if I say wrong shit. Being said, it's very inexpensive and I've been intrigued by it, I just decided to grab it for not only decoration, because it's a cute fall colors, like it's like gold and glittery and green and orange, and you know, has that yellow paper. It looks really good decoration. So hey, if the story is bad, at least it's cute decor, you know. Okay. The last book I got is actually a book that I will be starting for sure next month, because I specifically got it for Christmas. I've been trying to keep my eye out for like a Christmas book that interests me. I was going more for like a Christmas romance, like a Hallmarky kind of book, because I actually really do like the occasional Hallmark show or movie around the time of Christmas and Thanksgiving. I don't watch a lot of them, but I do like them occasionally. And so I wanted sort of a book that embraced that. So I was at Target and I picked up this book. It's called Mistletoe and Mr. Right by Sarah Morgenthaler. This is a Christmas themed romance, and the reason why I picked this up is because it said that it's based in a small town of Moose Springs, Alaska. I know that sounds silly, but my husband, his nickname is Moose. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I read that I guess the town has a Christmas mystery called the Santa Moose. My hubby. It says it's an antlered Grinch hell-bent on destroying every bit of holiday cheer it can sink its teeth into. So I was like, what? This is sounding really interesting. Plus, you know, again, it has my husband's name in it. So, but the main, I guess the female character, she's sort of like a high-end city girl, and she's going to this more rural Alaskan town, and then she's going to try to fit in a little bit by wearing more what locals wear, being more humble, and in turn hunt down this Christmas mystery of this little town, and blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a romance. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, because I'll tell you more in my December TBR. But I picked it up pretty much just because it has my husband's name in it, and it's a romance, and I love my husband and he's adorable, and I just thought, you know what, perfect. I want the romance that I think about my husband in. Okay, so that's that. that's the last of the books that I've hauled recently. I hope everybody is having a lovely day, night, evening, whatever time it may be, whatever day it may be. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope that everybody's safe and well. I hope you subscribe if you want to hang out more with me, and if you're enjoying the video, give me a thumbs up. I've got more videos to come. I'm going to be doing some book tags. I'm going to be doing some, I'm going to do another unboxing soon. And I'm going to be doing actually a cozy mystery recommendation, because I've looked at my library and I'm like, holy crud muffins, I read a lot of them. So I'm going to do some recommendations of maybe ones that people aren't really talking about because they came out a while ago. And yeah, so subscribe if you want to hang out. Don't have to subscribe, you can just watch the videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like them, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.